Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of the Roo Podcast live from the Blue Rooster. That's Andrew Santemeyer.
That's John Smith.
Let's do this today. This is our first one. Are you ready? Are you pumped?
No, not really.
You nervous?
Yeah.
Very nervous. Why be nervous?
Oh, this
No one's listening.
I'm on a microphone. Well, no, I have been on a microphone in front of a judge.
Oh, that's true. We'll save a lot of the stories.
Yeah.
If you keep listening throughout the weeks, you're going to hear a lot of real good stories. Andrew got most of them, and the ones that are mine, Andrew was there anyway, so same old, same old. But let's just ask each other some questions or something. Just get started. We got to do something. We can't just do nothing.
Yeah,
People want to
I
hear
agree,
some
I
entertaining stuff. But I wrote a list of questions for you. What do you want to do? You go like one at a time. I'll go one. You go one. Or do you want me to do 10 in a row? I'd rather do it slam racket style, go back and forth.
Okay, slam racket.
Yeah, unless Falcon Eye's playing, then it's just back to the net and it's done. And there's no volleying, there's no back and forth. But we're gonna have a lot of guests throughout the weeks, a lot of people you know probably if you're listening to this. And we'll get on that probably next week. This is just our little intro, and we're going to do a little back and forth. And I'm going to ask Andrew here some questions.
Let's hear it.
First one. Why do you hate Irwin?
Why do I hate Irwin?
Yeah. Always hating on Irwin.
I hate it too much. I moved back.
You always hate on Irwin. I tell you, it's up and coming. It's the next big thing. It's a new hipster area.
No.
But you say...
You just think it's booming.
It is booming.
But I think you're right. I'll admit it
really?
right now. I think
really?
You're right.
I told you. See,
well,
if I was right on that one. I knew it. I saw it coming. I said that a long time ago. Thank you. I appreciate
nice firm
that.
Handshake.
I said that a long time ago, too. It's not like I said that when they started, painting the crosswalks all nice.
Well, dude, they have a karate kid that sells baked goods.
A karate kid, like, on the streets?
Yeah. Didn't you buy baked goods from that dude?
When?
The Karate Kid. He has YouTube channels.
I don't.
Right by Rite Aid.
I don't know that kid. I do not know the karate.
Now you're lying.
I'm not lying. I know there's some Irwinites, like some weirdo Irwin people that are just the Irwin people, but I don't know the karate selling or the baked goods karate selling champion. I don't know that kid.
Yeah. I'll introduce you to him.
I can't
we
wait.
Have him on the podcast.
I'd be great. Is he like, does he wear his gi?
I don't know. I thought you told me about him. I just see him.
No, I don't know if you're messing with me or what.
I'm not. He sits right beside Rite Aid. It was the Irwin.
You're thinking of someone else, dude.
Okay.
What? So do you hate Irwin, or why did you used to say that? Anytime I would say, Irwin, it's coming, something coming, baby. It's gonna be big. You would be like, please. This town's in the gutter.
Small towns aren't doing anything right now.
Or coming back is what they're doing.
Yeah, because that's the cool thing to do.
Hipsters are changing the economy.
they might be onto something. I agree.
Yeah.
They seem to do things right.
That's shameful to say that, huh? They might be onto something.
Do you consider yourself kind of a hipster?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I'm a little too old to be a hipster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think there's an age limit? So what are you, a hippie?
I think I'm just a regular Joe.
Yeah.
Why, do you think I'm a hipster?
No.
Oh, no.
You got the
Oh,
like
no.
A hipster.
What?
You got the beard.
I've had the beard long before the hipsters had the beard. Now, that's bogus.
What about the hair?
Maybe.
That's hipster hair.
That ain't
What about
hipster
that
hair.
shirt?
This is your shirt. But it's... I mean, I don't know.
No, but
This is just me.
You do good shit, though. You raise your own chickens.
Yeah,
right?
I'm part of the movement, I guess. I'm maybe like the original hipster.
That's what I'm saying.
I was a hipster before it was cool.
That's what a hipster would say.
Oh, shit. I don't want to be a hipster, dude. I don't want to be a
There's nothing wrong with
hipster.
being a hipster.
I don't like it.
They dress good.
Oh, they're so...
Did you just get complimented on a shirt you're wearing?
Yours. You gave it to me. Dude, it felt good, too. You know how nice it is to get a compliment? I forgot how nice it is.
Hipsters dress good.
You understand that I've got 2 compliments in my life on clothes, and they're both clothes that you've given me.
Oh, what's that say about me?
What? It means you got good taste. This is also on my list of questions, honestly.
Oh, jeez, don't ask me about that kind of shit.
Instead of back and forth, since we segued so nicely,
Sorry.
don't
I got a sinus
apologize to me. Apologize to the people out there. Because those are the real champions here.
That's who I was apologizing.
Oh.
I don't care about you.
Well, the hipster is mistaken. Okay, so, yeah, where'd you learn to dress?
I don't know.
Because you dress well.
I don't know.
I will not lie. You dress well.
I don't think I dress well. I just dress comfortable. I mean, look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. How's that? Nice.
That's today. I'm just saying in general. Like, you always got some hip fashions that you throw to. It's not like you're going to the high-end, markets. You just put together.
No, I don't. I mostly buy at Marshalls and Gabe's. And then my shirt.
But you put it together. You wear it well, as Rod Stewart would say.
Just look at it. If it looks good. You look at yourself in the mirror before you leave?
Yeah, you wouldn't think it, though. I'm a pretty bad dresser.
You look at yourself. Ask the old lady. If she whistles at you, then you're good to go outside.
Well, I'd wear dress clothes well, but my run-of-the-mill clothes, like, it's too late now because that's what I've had and that's what I've been wearing for years. So it's too late for the old lady to say.
Are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable, but I will be the first to admit I don't know how to dress. I think I buy too big and help me, people.
Here's a tip. Go to the tailor.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's
for everyday clothes.
Yeah. There's nothing better than a tailored shirt.
You know what?
I'm at a weird shape where larges are too small. They fit good, but the sleeves, once I wash them, the sleeves
go up on your arms. I hear you.
An extra large is just way too big. It looks
Always.
like
sloppy.
I look like I'm from Braddock or something.
Sloppy.
It looks sloppy.
Yeah. I've been
buying my clothes off the internet or Gabe's or Marshalls, and I take them to the tailor. And they're like, "Why are you doing this? It's going to cost more than the shirt."
Because it's worth it.
I paid $10 for the shirt. Doesn't matter.
I am finding that it's not about what you wear. It's like the size. Almost.
Size is everything, especially at this age.
I'm finding that very much so. Like the compliments I get, they're because, oh wow, you wore clothes that fit today. Good job. You look great. But a tailor, you know what? I bet you that's a hipster thing. Like I bet they would be into that.
That's a gentleman's thing.
A gentleman's thing?
Yeah, that's a gentleman's
Well, they should open a tailor shop in Irwin.
Before hipsters.
Irwin needs the next tailor shop. I bet you it'd blow up.
One.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Irwin Tailors.
No, it's not Irwin Taylor. It's not. It's up the street.
Okay. That works. They need one right on the strip, though.
What, next to the Karate Kid Baker guy?
Maybe. Maybe he gets his gi tailored up there.
All right. Is it my turn? Should I shoot you?
This is free form. We'll do whatever. You can throw those questions out.
Right,
probably don't want to see them, hear them.
I'm going to start off easy. How did you get such a common name? What is your name?
John Henry Smith. Believe it or not, growing up, my mom would say, your name's John Henry Robert Smith, so we get both the grandpaps. But I don't think I'm really a Robert. I don't think that's my other. Yeah, that's my mom's dad. Yeah, Henry is.
Feel special.
Yeah, definitely. Henry's my dad's dad, and I don't know. I could just be delusional, but I swear one time I was told by the parents that I was almost an Aussie, because Aussie like the baseball player, because the Cardinals were good. The Cardinals.
Okay.
And they were good back in the day, and he was the Wizard. I could have been the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. I don't know if I made that up on my own or if I was told that or if my dad was just messing with me, but apparently I was close to being an Aussie, which I wouldn't have minded. I mean, I don't mind the name John Smith. It's very unhipster. I don't have a hipster weirdo name, which I'm fine with. Like, it's a straight run-of-the-mill. It's not very flattering. I mean, you can't really do anything special with that name. Like, I'll never be a rock star. Are you ready to rock? Here's John Smith. Yeah, and nothing's happening there.
But honestly, you're the only John Smith I know.
That's what I always tell people.
I don't know any other John Smith.
That's always what I say. I say, how many do you know? Stops them dead in their tracks. I just got it last Friday at the Apple Store. Hipster. Good question. That's how I got my name, is my mom and dad.
Okay.
How'd you get your name? Did you pick it out of a hat?
Actually, I had the kind of similar name thing with my grandparents. My dad wanted to name me Neil after Neil Young.
That's cool.
And my great-grandma despised that. She said absolutely not.
What would happen? So great-grandma don't have much say, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So I got another question for you. Number 2. Is Chris Farley funny?
No.
No?
No.
I thought you'd say that.
No, I don't find him... This is going to turn a lot of listeners off right away. Nice one. Second question. I don't find that kind of humor funny at all. It takes no talent to do what he did. All it took was to not give a fuck. That's all he did. He did not give a fuck of what. I mean, obviously, he did care what people thought about him. But if you can go out and act like you don't care, that's the kind of humor you're going to get. Yeah, as far as being a joke teller, funny, is he? I don't know. I never heard him do stand up.
I don't know if he does stand up, but
it'd probably be terrible.
I think that if he didn't look how he looked and dress how he dressed and such, he wouldn't be funny at all. Like,
he wasn't funny. Even the way he did look.
I mean, like, some of his characters are great, I think. And...
See, I probably didn't pay enough attention to him. I'm sure he might have made me giggle a little bit. But no, me personally, I don't find that type of humor. Adam Sandler, Billy Madison, I think that's terrible. That's not funny comedy. If that's what you're asking me, is funny? No, I don't find him funny.
That's just, I don't know why I thought that for a question. I just really thought you'd have some good input on that, because when I watch Chris Farley a lot of times, I just think, is this funny?
Yeah.
It was funny when I was younger, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Is it good comedy?
What made him big? Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, most.
I could watch an entire season and not laugh one time at Saturday Night Live. I don't... You can say that, oh, you got to be smart and intelligent to get it. No, I get it. It's just not funny.
I think we most definitely turn a lot of people off. But,
that's just one man's opinion. That's my opinion.
I mean, this.
And me and you don't see eye to eye ever. So me and you are going to argue. We should have named this podcast John vs. Andrew.
I was just going to say, don't expect this every week to be a love fest.
No.
We just agree on everything. But
absolutely not.
That's something that
the only thing that we agree on is doing a podcast together. And I think that's the only reason we're friends, is because we fucking hate everything the other one does.
That's the only reason. The only reason.
All right, you're very into music, right?
I like a tune here and there.
Okay. Well, you play guitar and shit like that.
I try.
Oh, I've heard you play. You're good.
I try.
What are 3 of your favorite bands, musicians, and why?
Oh my goodness, this is not gonna. This can't be this long of a podcast. I'll try to go super quick.
Yeah, right off 3.
All right, we obviously, that I love the Beatles, which is an easy. I mean, everyone can say that, but for them, honestly, one of the reasons I love them so much is, like, you turned me on to them, even though that you don't prefer them. I know you like them.
No, okay.
You
go
like
ahead.
them.
Yeah.
But this probably wouldn't be one of your top 3, I don't think. If I asked
the
you
Beatles?
This question.
Beatles are up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If I asked you this question, though.
Oh, I don't know, man. I got some.
Well, they're definitely up there. Like, you turned me on to them. I'll never forget it.
I turn a lot of people on.
Yeah. You certainly do. But it's just like, it's one of those moments that, I mean, to say that you heard a song and you still remember hearing it, that's saying something. And I remember you put on Sgt. Pepper's the album. I remember hearing that album and it just blew my mind. And I'll never be the same because of that. So that's why they're number 1. I love the Black Crowes. I just think they're a great rock and roll band, and everyone thinks that they're just that first album. They're so much more than that. They're an incredible band. All their songs are good almost, and that means a lot to me. When it comes to me judging a band, it's how good collectively your songs are. Like, do you have duds? I hate duds. Nothing more I hate than a dud of a song.
Yeah.
And they don't have any duds.
They all have it. This episode's a dud.
Well, yeah, this is a dud, but we'll have our hit next week. I mean, we're still waiting for our first #1 single. But they have
this is just a trial run. Yeah, we're testing the waters.
With us here. And then the Dr. Dog, who not too many people know, but the Dr. Dog just hits me in a place sort of like the Beatles did the first time. And that means a ton to me. Like, there's songs I'll hear of theirs, and I don't know, there's something weird with music where you can feel it sometimes, and it's like a visceral thing. And that, if a song or a band can do that to me, that's saying something.
Or it raises hairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Raises hair.
I got you.
You can feel your blood pumping in your veins. And that's what happens when I listen to Dr. Dog. And
even just listening to it. Putting a record on and listening to it.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's background music and I'm doing something else, no. But if I'm, sitting on the couch and it's a weekend and I'm just having
You had a few martinis and you're dancing around air guitar around the house?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And that, it'll get me. It'll get me good.
Do you sing Dr. Dog in the shower?
I don't really sing in the shower.
No?
No.
Oh,
I'm
I
a
do.
terrible singer.
I do.
And I don't know. I don't do much in the shower.
No?
No. I just clean. But I do
You
love
just stand there and
showers.
let the water hit you and then get out?
Oh, I spend my time. I spend my time very well in there. Like, I love being in the shower. Like, that's one of my few favorite things in the world.
Showers?
Showers.
Next to Dr. Dog.
Yeah, Dr. Dog. And man, I should listen to Dr. Dog while I get a shower.
I have music playing everywhere I go. Even when I'm watching TV, I usually have music.
It's essential. But the thing that lately I've been listening to way too many podcasts and talk radio. Like, you get into that trap.
Well, I was in that trap for like a year. I mean, I started out just listening to one or two a day, usually just Bill Burr like once a week. But now I'm listening to 10, 12 hours of podcasts a day.
Yeah.
And then I come home and I have music. But with Spotify, I just recently got Spotify. I'm getting back into music. I really am. I'm like,
there's a plug.
I feel like something's been missing.
I know what you mean.
It came back to me, and I'm
I
like, what
you
the
can't
fuck?
get into that trap of listening to talk too much. Unless this is what you're listening
Yeah.
to. Then you can listen to this all day, every day. But I know exactly what you mean. And then you sort of neglect music, and you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, yeah.
When
I don't
working,
remember the
listen
last
to
time I
music.
put a record on. Like,
Yeah.
and that was all I listened to. I'd come home, plus I don't drink as much anymore. I'd come home from the bars and just sit in my garage, turn the record player on, and crank it at like 2 a.m, listening to whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Music's
Stacy would
very
have to come
important.
out and get me like, what are you doing? Like, get in the house. You're not even listening. You're sleeping out here.
Yep.
But okay.
Some of the best times you can spend with yourself are listening to music. Now, here's something you can't do when you're in jail. Listen to music. But I have a question for you. If you went to jail, which is very possible.
No.
Not now.
Not now.
But if you went to jail, what would you try to learn? Or what would you spend your days doing? Like, I don't know what it's like in jail. Like, maybe you don't have time to do what you want. But just saying that, I shouldn't say jail, but say you were somewhere where you couldn't,
Incarcerated?
Just say jail for
Or
instance, but without the rape and...
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'd spend my entire time trying not to get raped.
I thought you said rape. You were going to say raping. No,
It depends how long I'm in there. If I'm only there for a year, I could probably hold off. But after 2 years, I might start getting the itch, the shakes.
I'm just saying in general, like, if you had tons of time to use, you weren't going anywhere, what would you spend that time to learn or do? I mean, like learn the harmonica or something? Like, and you have access to almost anything. I'm not
Play the
just saying-
piano.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. I always wanted to play the piano.
Yeah. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Play the piano.
I'm sorry. My phone keeps shutting off, so I gotta. Where were we at?
You gotta go pen and paper.
Okay.
like
I know. I'm
Old
new
school.
school. You're still the hipster type.
Dude.
I'm surprised you don't have one of them quail feathers right
They're
with
coming
it.
back. Those are coming back.
Okay.
I'll take one of those to work with a little ink fountain. Memo time.
You're gonna have the ink stamp to send shit.
Meeting. 3:15 p.m. Oh, let me dab one more time. Yeah, the ink pen's coming back. The
Send doves.
Quail wing.
All right. You're also into comedy. Who's the best at stand-up?
Man, oh man. See, these questions aren't what I was expecting because these are like thinkers.
Well, we didn't plan this. This is all.
No.
We
When
said
it comes
come
to
up with 10 questions.
stand-up- To straight stand-up, Greg Fitzsimmons is awesome. Most people, I would say 99% of the people listening don't know who he is, but he's got a great podcast, and he's like a veteran comic. He's a little older. He never got big. He always says, I'm happy in the middle, and just never got too
I think that's the
big.
place to be.
Yeah, he says, I don't get noticed. I can go out. He goes, no one knows what my family looks like. And all these, he's not huge. He makes a good living, and he writes on a lot of shows. I think that'd be a great job to be a writer.
Yeah.
They just go. It's a Monday through Friday gig. You sit there and you write jokes all day, and then you order lunch, and then you write jokes for a little more, and you go home. Like that sounds awesome to me. And then
Yeah,
on the
but you
weekends-
just try to come up with just one joke. And then
Dude.
try to do that
Don't tell them people that.
every day. It would be an awesome job. I would
Right.
love to do that because realistically, this is why I think we're doing a podcast, because I'd love to be a stand-up comedian.
It'd
I'd
be
love
amazing.
to, but
Amazing.
I don't have 1 ounce of balls to stand on stage.
You got more than me. I wouldn't do it, but
You know, this is the second best thing.
yeah,
Hopefully, I can
agree.
be
This way
funny.
no one can boo us except for Otis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg Fitzdog. He's the man.
How would we know him? What's he from?
He's not in anything really. If anything, he's in like I love the '80s. Those clip shows.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
on that, but he has a podcast, Fitzdog Radio. Shout out. He's always touring. Like you can see him at the Improv at least once a year. He's the man. So that'd
Okay.
be cool. And you say you'd like to try stand up, and you should someday. I mean, like you said, it's hard to write jokes, but another one of your talents, I think, which I think you are funny, you could do stand up, no doubt about it. I think. I always wanted to ask you this: why did you never pursue art? Like you're a great.
Oh, man.
artist. Like you can sketch. You can,
I wish I did. The funny thing is, I just found some old artwork. I actually have it behind the bar here. I don't know, man. I wish I never would have quit. I just, you get to that age where, at least for me, all I cared about was women and smoking weed.
Mhm.
That was my main priority. And I gave up sports. I gave up, anything that would have meant anything.
Right.
So it's just, that was something I did in life and I fucked up. You know what I mean?
It's
And
not
I still want to pursue it. Like I
think
I
you're
listen to
excellent.
music
I've seen
and
your stuff. You're excellent.
oh,
It's
I
not
appreciate
like
it.
sports where, yeah, you start smoking weed and chasing women. Sports, yeah, you're gonna lack. And
It's the same thing with art. If you don't
You're not gonna
if
get
you don't
worse, are
keep
you?
doing it, you lose it. It's
Yeah.
not like riding a bike. It's
Okay.
not. At least for me, because I tried doodling just this past year. I had a notebook and I started drawing. I was like, this is shit.
Bad doodle.
It's just like cartoonish, childish shit.
That's a shame.
It is.
Because I've seen what
Yeah.
you've done and it's excellent.
Yeah, I was actually gonna hang some shit in here.
You should. You still have the Mentos picture?
No, I don't know where that's at.
Oh, man.
I remember our buddy Mark was looking for that because he brought it up. And no, I don't know if I gave it to somebody, but that thing was pretty funny.
I feel like you gave it to someone. I thought you gave it to Mark.
I
know
thought
he
I
had his
did
eye
too.
on it. He
I
probably
thought I
has it.
did too
He
because
probably got it down there in Maryland. He stole it.
that's fine.
But yeah, hey, we all lose our dreams sometime. I don't even know if
Yeah,
it's a dream of yours, but
I-
you were excellent, Mark, at it.
Well, that was one thing my parents even wanted me to go to art school, and I was like, no, there's no money. I don't think I didn't feel I was good enough to be a professional artist. That's probably my biggest thing of why I got it. Like, why even keep doing it? Because now I'm not in school. I don't get the free art class where I get free paint and
Yeah, you just didn't want to be
And I was-
a jerk.
blowing my money on trying to impress women.
Hey, just think if you'd have just spent that time and money on the art, you'd have got the women also.
Nah,
Chicks are
artists don't.
artists.
Nah,
Skinny, like, deathly looking chicks are.
junkies.
Yeah. You could have pulled junkies like no other.
Okay, now this is a bad question. This is one of the ones I was gonna take off, but I needed 10 questions
What's
quick.
your favorite food?
It's almost that bad.
Oh, no.
Do you vote, and who are you going to vote for?
See, I was going to ask you this question, but
I don't even know why I am.
I'm not. Yeah, I vote. I don't always do those local elections because I don't think it's right to vote if you don't know who you're voting for.
Right.
I mean, I won't lie. I'm pretty liberal, and I used to just go down and pull the whole Democrat lever, even though it's not levers anymore. It's push button.
In and
I
out.
I just push that button and leave. But I've sort of gotten away from that, and as I get older, I am getting a little more towards the other side, or at least definitely the middle. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting towards the middle.
yeah,
I think there's a lot of fed up
most
people.
definitely. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think Donald Trump's funny as hell, and he's a smart guy. It's not like he's an idiot.
Obviously, he's smart. He's doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I don't understand is why people are like, oh, he's an idiot. The dude's a multimillionaire. Apparently, he knows something.
Yeah, I don't vote. See, I didn't even know they had push buttons. That's how long it's been since I voted. I voted once.
You gave yours to a canary and it flew. It flew it to Washington.
But yeah, it's not like I like Trump. I'm not. I make fun of my dad for being a hardcore Republican, which he says he's not. But I'll make fun of the liberals. I make fun of everyone, really.
I'll make fun of Gary anytime.
Yeah. He's a fun one to make
Gary.
fun of.
He's way too into politics, that Gary.
Yeah, and I'm so anti-politics.
Why would you be into something you have absolutely no control over?
Right, that's how I
every
feel.
Every vote doesn't matter. I don't care who came up with that. Your vote doesn't matter.
No.
At the end of the day, it doesn't. Just you hear me, Gary? Give it up.
But I was thinking about this the other day, like with Obama being voted in, his whole thing was change. We're gonna change. What the fuck change? Nothing changed. Donald Trump actually wants to change shit.
Hell yeah, he does.
And now all those people that want to change don't want.
Not that kind of change, dude. No, not that kind of change.
But there's absolutely no way Donald Trump's going to be president. No way. Something's going to pop up. When's the elections? Not for another year.
No, next November.
Yeah, that's another fucking year.
Away.
That guy probably has so much dirt.
Dude, he's been public.
They're
his
just
whole life.
waiting.
If there was dirt, they'd have it. He's been public his whole life. They know everything about
I just seen him impersonating a crippled dude the other day.
It was funny.
And I don't even watch the news. I just went to get a coffee and I seen it. He's going, ah!
Yes,
I was like, what the hell's this guy's problem? Who's going to vote for that?
Plenty of people will, I'm sure, but we don't want to get into that.
Okay. No more politics. I'm sorry. That was just a quick question.
I don't know if this is a question that's even answerable, or if it has an answer, or you're just going to say, I don't know how to answer that. Can you tell me something about welding that is easy to understand to the regular average Joe? I'm trying to be specific, but I can't be specific because I don't know anything about welding. Like, is there something that I would be interested in knowing about welding?
Don't do it.
I mean about the craft, like
the craft. I mean, well, there's art, and you say that I should have stayed in art. Yeah, it's definitely an art. Like I take pride in what my welds look like.
That's cool to know.
Yeah, there's definitely a technique. Not everybody has it. That's another one. If you don't do it for a while, you lose it. Like I haven't. There's 3 main types of welding. There's stick, MIG, and TIG. I just TIG most of the time. I haven't touched stick since I quit traveling, which was 10 years ago.
And those are all different skills? Or just different types
just types of welding. Like one stick welding, obviously,
so if you know how to
stick.
weld, you know how to do all those?
No.
Okay.
TIG welding is more of a precise paint brush, almost.
Okay.
Like
do you ever weld at home?
No. I weld 10, 12 hours a day. I don't want to. I don't even want to be on my feet when I come out.
That's enough welding talk.
Yeah. But the reason I got into welding, which I'm very lucky because I was going absolutely nowhere, and my dad was with a lady that wanted a fence put in, and she told me, her logic was it'd be a lot cheaper for you to learn to weld, and we can build the fence, which is a smart idea. So I went to welding school, and if it wasn't for her, who knows what I'd be doing.
From that little fence?
Probably try painting again.
Master welder. Unbelievable.
Okay. Voting? No. You're a man in your 30s. What was the most important lesson you have learned in life?
Oh, man.
I told you I was going easy. I'm sorry.
Important lesson I've ever learned in my life.
What would you give your 15-year-old self
Okay.
advice?
Okay.
Don't say don't hang out with me.
No. Man, I have the answer to that. I just have to form it correctly. I think it would be that, like, so much stuff just doesn't matter, and there's no need to stress out over so many things that just don't mean jack.
Do you think you learned that lesson, though?
No.
No,
not at all.
I was going to say, because
No,
you're worried about everything.
I'm worried about tomorrow morning. I don't even have anything to do. But no, I did not learn that lesson, and I don't know that I'll ever learn it, but I wish I could grasp that concept to just know that, hey, especially when it's something that's happening like the next day and it's not a big deal and it'll be over by the end of that day, like to just think, hey, like 12 hours from now, that's not even going to be an issue. I mean, most of it comes back to just, I don't know, interactions with people, and if you're not going to mess something up or something like business related or work related where you're like, oh, I'm really worried about like a job interview. Like, why would you ever worry about a job interview? I mean, at the end of the day,
and then what's funny, it's impossible not to.
Right.
Like I've been working at this place for a year and a half now. I remember that job interview. I was golden. I was like, I'm just going in there, be myself. Here, this is what I got. And as soon as I pull into the parking lot, I panicked.
Game changed.
I was just like this podcast. I was nervous as shit to do this.
Yeah.
And this is something I've wanted to do for 2 years now. We've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But
that
and
would
what's
be a lesson
fun
for sure.
That's another way that me and you are completely different, because I don't worry about anything. I'm like a duck ass. It rolls right off me.
You changed my life in that way, just because you
obviously not.
I'd be even worse if it weren't for you.
You're pretty bad.
I know. I'm really messed up, dude. Real bad.
What happened to you? Would you like to talk about that? Should this be a therapy?
I wish I could get to the bottom of it, but I'm a warrior, man.
No, I used to be like that too. It wasn't until I was like old enough to drink where it was. I want to say it was mostly my dad. I was too worried about like disappointing him.
Mm-hmm.
That was always my whole like thing growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But once me and him got to like, we're more friends now than anything. And it's like, this is me. Right you on. Raised me. What the fuck you do wrong?
No, I totally understand you on that. But yeah, that's my straight up answer. And I wish maybe I'll work through this with you.
Yeah.
But
well, I've been trying for a couple years now.
A long time. You got me out of it for a while, and then I don't know, it all came back or something. I don't know. Maybe it's being an adult. I don't like being an adult or something.
No,
I don't know.
It's not fun.
Or maybe it's Mark stopped driving me around. Like, it's nice being driven everywhere. Like, you really don't have to worry about
you got your
anything.
own car payment.
You don't have to worry about anything when you're getting driven around. That's it.
No, even if you get pulled over, it's on him.
I'll get Mark back up there. Hey, Mark, it's Friday. Let's go. Drive me somewhere.
What was that, a white Dodge? Wasn't that a Dodge?
Dodge Avenger.
Dodge Avenger.
Yep, that was it. Okay, I came up with this one just at work today because I was writing my list of questions for you. Like in a public toilet, they have those seat covers.
Ass gaskets.
Do you use those?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if they have it,
I
will. Really?
Yeah.
I'm a germaphobe.
I am too, but not with that for some reason.
I think that's disgusting. Yeah. They even say them ass gaskets don't do nothing.
They don't, I don't think. I mean, what can they do?
I don't know.
You think they do something?
It's mental then, I guess. Do you know what the trick is with them? You rip the middle part out that's still connected.
Okay.
You rip that off and you put that in. So when you poo, it doesn't splash you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
you don't use the ass gasket.
I don't use them now.
If they have it, I'm using it.
Really?
Where I work, they don't have it. I'm surprised they don't.
See, I wouldn't think they'd have them where you work. Like, you got a blue collar non.
Yeah, but this place is more of a high class.
Yeah.
Like my welding department is a small part of the big wigs. I'm surrounded by office people.
Okay. Interesting.
Which they have a huge.
I would have never pegged you.
LDC screen coffee maker. They give lunches all the time. I'm taken care of.
Would have never pegged you for a
Well, this is also my
user.
trick. I'm one of the first people there. I get there at 4:45, so I'm one of the
Okay.
first people there.
Okay.
And my thing is I get there early so I can be the first one to the bathroom. I still get the blue water.
Okay.
So it's nice and
Ooh.
clean. I know it's clean. I don't need an ass gasket for
Whoa,
that.
the blue water.
Yeah, that you hit gold.
That's how
worth
you-
that's worth getting up at 3:30 in the
Today's gonna
morning.
be a good day.
And it's every day.
See,
I do that.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, of all the things, of me too.
It's only going to
not be
build your
worried
immune
about it.
system.
Well, I just think it's like, it's your butt. What you didn't like? It's your butt. Everyone wears pants. So
Yeah.
What's the only thing that bothers
But-
me would be sitting on a warm.
Yeah,
toilet.
that's the thing. That's so gross. You put that ass gasket, you don't know.
Okay.
I
well,
mean,
that's a risk.
I hate public bathrooms though.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
I
them.
do, too.
I don't think I ever pooped or peed in high school, ever, not once.
Or peed even.
I don't think I'd pee,
Hmm.
but that's me. I just don't like public. I think they're
I don't
filthy.
like to either. I don't like to piss beside another person. It's just
Yeah,
so
me
used to
neither.
not pissing beside another
Have you ever
person.
done the thing where you go in, somebody comes in right behind you, and you don't
I act like
you
I'm
don't
done.
even pee?
Yeah. I act like
What
I'm
is
done.
that? Why do you fucking guys do that?
Man.
Even if they have the barrier there,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'm so
I don't
glad
know.
you're saying this to me right now, Andrew.
Well, we can't be
this
the only
shouldn't
ones.
This I don't want recorded, but it just happened. I'm so
Oh,
glad.
that's me, and I don't have any.
Right?
The funny thing is, you could put me on stage or in the middle of a bar, and I'll pee on anything.
Yeah, that's really
But if
weird.
there's somebody right beside me, I can't do it.
I just feel so good right now. Like I thought I was. We're not alone, right? We're not alone.
Probably
Yeah.
no, we can't be.
No, I do the. I get in, I get all settled, I unzip, and I'm like, nice, no one's in here. Sweet, I'm gonna pee. And then
Somebody walks right in.
swing.
Yep.
Oh shit! And I just buckle it up, call
Yep.
it a day.
Go
say,
wash your hands.
Go check the other bathroom. You know? And then if that one's done, if that one's filled up, I mean, it's just you're gonna have to wait, bro. I don't. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's a revelation. I feel a lot better.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
a lot better. But I'm still interested that you use the.
Ass gaskets,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm pro ass gaskets. I'm not a hippie though. Like, cut down more trees, make them thicker. I
I'm a
don't
big
care.
believer in don't start taking a medication if you don't need it. Don't start taking vitamins and pills if you don't need it. I just feel like that just makes you need it.
Right.
But same with the ass gasket. Other than that creepy warm feeling, someone's been sitting on my
Like,
shirt.
they just left that bathroom.
Yep.
You know they just left, and they'll have the like. I don't know how the women's room is, but the fucking guys' room, you get fucking hairs. It's like nobody even like decides to clean it.
How about boogers on the wall? Who flicks their boogers on the wall?
See, I don't have to see that because our bathrooms get cleaned every night, which is amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, ours do too, but some of them things just, they must be like sticky tack because they stick and like you're standing in front of a urinal. Put it in there. That agitates me, dude. Man, the wall boogers. Come on, people.
what do you think about bathroom art though? Like little cute sayings. I don't know where they probably.
just
See,
don't
I
like it.
traveled. I had to use outhouses a lot, or porta johns, whatever.
Don't like
So
It just
you
reminds me
can
of
get a
all the
clever one
people
every
that have
once in
been
a
in there.
yeah,
You know.
those things get cleaned a lot too. Though. All right, you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in a near-death experience, and did you see God?
The closest I think I ever came to death, which I'm sure I have been a lot closer, just not knowing it. It's sort of one of those things where like, oh, if I'd left the house 1 minute earlier, you know, sort of one of those things. But I do remember going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Payne and Mark on senior skip day, and it was a straight up whiteout. Like there's actual whiteouts. I don't know, you know, people say I was in a whiteout. It was snowing.
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit. No, this was a whiteout. There's one of those like in the movies or probably like a cartoon would be more accurate, where the windshield wiper goes across and it's clear, and then once it
Oh,
goes
no.
back and returns, it's white again. That's literally what it was like. And we were like just over the PA border, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and it was crazy. Crazy. We were on like a highway, and
Who was driving?
Mark. I'll never forget it. It was crazy. We were going about 10 miles an hour, literally 10 hours an hour. on a
Senior
freeway.
skip day almost turned into senior skip week.
Well, yeah, it almost senior skip life, you know. And I didn't say I was skipping to my dad. I remember everyone was going like 10 miles an hour, even like the big rigs, and we started swerving towards the center median, and corrected to the center again, back toward the center median, all the way across. I think about 3 lanes, and down at the edge of the road on the right, it was just like, a drop off. And so we're down there in this gully, and I'll never forget, I was in the back seat, like leaning up in the middle, like, because Mark's car, you do never hear because it was so loud in between the seats, and we started swerving. I was grabbing both of the chairs, like the passenger and the driver chair, which is, we're going in circles. And I was like, oh my god! Like at any moment, a monster truck or a big rig,
What are you, 5?
Yeah, we heard the rampage. Come on,
Sunday.
Yes. No, we were just on a freeway, so I figured if a big rig just is maintaining its path, we're getting T-boned. We're done. And so we made it off the road. That's fine. But now we're in a gully, and we skipped school. And I'm like, oh no. And now that's not even a close to death experience. A close to death experience is shit. My dad's gonna kill me. And we're in an adventure. It's like 2-wheel drive. It's like a sports car. And this is a serious embankment. Looking at each other like, what do we do? And I was like, I don't know.
So what'd you do?
Mark's like, let's just try to get out. So we did. We got in the car and drove, got some speed, and he yanked it to the left up the embankment, and we made it. We made it back on the road. But we didn't go to Rock and Roll of Fame. We said, let's just cut our
You weren't
losses.
missing much.
We went to a diner, sat there, and went home later. But that was my senior skip day. And now time for another question for me. Okay. This might be a think. See, I hate to ask a thinker because then you're going to stall and think, oh, I could have answered that better. But do you have like a home remedy or like a household tip that you'd like to share? Like something simple? Like people, like you drink the apple cider vinegar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything
I don't
else like
so
that?
much anymore.
You drink that anymore, you're saying?
I do. I just don't. I don't know why I don't. Because I felt so good whenever I was doing it. I was taking like 3 shots of apple cider vinegar a day.
Like
heartburn.
For heartburn.
Heartburn, and
Okay.
I mean, I read up on other shit. It supposedly make you lose weight. Obviously, that doesn't.
Well, did it work for the heartburn?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I don't know why it works. Like the only theory I could think of is like your stomach's producing acid, and I think you're producing too much acid, so it's coming up your throat.
Okay.
So whenever you do some apple cider vinegar, that's acid.
All right.
So it makes your stomach think that you have enough acid. Yeah, it works. I recommend it.
Though? Is it the only one you have?
The Johnny Zombies for cold.
Oh yeah, those are that. Now that is one for the people. Explain to the people what that is.
A Johnny Zombie is whenever you have the flu.
Yeah, you're just bedridden pretty much.
Yeah,
you're down for the count.
You feel like shit. It's funny. I just told somebody about it today because I swear by them.
That works. That's
Get
one
a
that works.
bottle of Johnny Zombie. I think I got plenty of bottles up here.
Johnny Walker,
half shot Johnny Walker, half shot NyQuil. Do about 5 or 6 of them. You'll be golden the next day. I mean, you walk like a zombie, so it's perfect.
I think it like shuts down your system.
Yeah, it probably makes you a little brain dead. Yeah.
While you're shut down, those the things that fix you, the enzymes and such.
Sure.
They kick in.
Well, NyQuil works.
Yeah.
That's the greatest drug there is besides aspirin. NyQuil works.
It's the one over the counter that works.
Yeah.
You're right.
I swear that's the only drug I'll do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are side effects like peeing in the corner. And
that's not me.
Doing making war paint on your face and waking up very stunned, but it works.
What happened to you? Is that something that happened to you?
No.
Somebody you know?
I don't know. A lot of people I know, I think. Johnny Zombies. They work.
Yeah, that's another one I'll swear by. Okay, let's see here. What does podcasting mean to you? Why do you think you should have your own podcast? And what do you want to get out of it?
Because I'm a superstar and people love listening to what I have to say. Pretty much is why I think that. But no, in all honesty,
I'm sorry, that's like a 3-pointer. You want to read that again?
go ahead again. Say it
Okay.
again. Why? What does it mean to me? I'll do that.
What does podcasting mean to you?
Podcasting means to me, I love talk radio. I love hearing what people have to say. I just love picking people's brains and stuff. That's why I can't wait to have a guest, which I'm sure everyone else is thinking right about now too. But I just love, I don't know, I love people, man. I love people's stories, and it's like, think about all the stories you have. Now, you might be a bad example because you have so many stories, but
Yeah, I don't remember
has.
them though.
Yeah.
I need like Clayton or Jason
yeah,
Bill.
you need documentation.
Yeah,
Like, you need-
they're the ones that remember the stories.
Right.
I usually don't.
We'll get to plenty of these stories too, people. Don't worry. This is probably a monotonous, sort of boring episode for you.
Yeah.
We're just getting introduced.
Hopefully-
we're new to this. Hope you stick with us. But podcasting to me is just like I said. Like, think about all the stories you have. Everyone else has stories like that.
Yeah,
You just
and
haven't
I want to
heard
hear them.
You just haven't heard them. You know. So that's what it means to me. Is it's a way of learning about people, and I love learning about people.
I think everybody's got a story, and
You
that
better believe that.
I'd like to have them people on here, just normal people. I just heard this the other day. Like, starting a podcast, it helps to be famous and relatable. We're certainly not famous. We're just normal fucking people from the middle of, Western Pennsylvania. That's
Not
all we
famous,
are. We're not
yeah.
famous. So I'm
Yeah.
banking on relatable. I'm hoping somebody can relate to what we have to say.
Well, I don't think they've gone to the levels you've gone, but
Well, then
understood.
hopefully they can learn from all my mistakes.
right.
I have a lot of them. What was the second part of that question? Why do you think you should have your own podcast? Did we go over that?
I never really said I think I should. Like, I don't think I'm entitled to one, but
Well, I think you're the funniest person I know,
thanks.
and you don't even think you're funny. Like, I don't think you know that you're being funny.
See, I don't like that perception. It's like, because sometimes I feel like people are laughing at me, not with me. But I'm trying to get you to laugh at me a lot of times. Like, I know
Yeah.
you say that all the time. You're like, you don't know how funny you are. It's like, a lot of time I am trying to be funny. Like, I'm not just doing it because that's who I am. Like, I don't.
Well, if you're a funny guy, you're always trying to be funny.
True. Very true. You're right. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. But when it comes to... See, like I said, I don't think I should have one, but this is going to be fun, and I don't care if anyone listens to it. It's
Yeah, it's a good way
it's fun.
to finally hang out with you again.
Yeah.
Because I rarely see you anymore.
No.
We don't drink. I mean, we used to see each other every weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, the days of the Biddle Club, that was pretty much routine. It was a schedule.
Yeah,
And it was great times, but things
And-
change.
yeah.
You know?
you're getting old. And I'm hoping to start seeing a lot more other people on here having guests that I don't see anymore.
I think
Yeah.
this will turn into a good Friday night thing, or
Okay.
whatever night we do
Yeah.
it. Like, wow, man, think about how much fun. Oh, I'm super
Got
excited.
a shuffleboard now? I mean, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Do some Johnny Zombies.
Is that the end of that question?
Yeah, sure. Is it
Okay. I asked you for your household tip. I'm at number 10. Okay.
good? Because I have one more too.
Okay.
I must have miscounted.
Would you rather eat like a not cold but not melted, just like would you rather eat a stick of butter or like suck down a ladle of ketchup?
Oh well, whatever the first one was.
A
I
stick of
hate
butter.
ketchup.
You hate ketchup?
I hate
Oh,
ketchup.
wow.
Ketchup,
I hate
it
you
like
kept bringing
grosses
up
me
Mark,
out.
But Mark might end your friendship.
Why he loves ketchup?
Loves it.
No,
drinks
good.
it
He
like
can eat my
Gatorade.
share of it because ketchup. I mean, I'm not so bad now. Whenever I got over it a lot. Like I'll eat it on French fries,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to eat mustard on my French fry. Like
Well,
just dip
okay,
it.
Well then,
But them people that like smother ketchup on their toothbrush and then brush their teeth
Oh.
with it, that's just disgusting.
people do that.
No, but I'm saying they'll like load ketchup all over their French fries and then dip that French fry in more ketchup. I think
Okay.
that is disgusting.
See, I like ketchup in moderation, but I don't. Yeah, I don't like the doused. I don't like
No,
this doused.
I'll dip a little bit on a
So-
French fry.
Okay, well, how about eat a stick of butter, or eat a ladle of mustard?
I like mustard. Is it spicy mustard?
It's got to be yellow.
Like
Ballpark.
just Heinz?
Yeah.
Oh, ballpark? I won't.
You don't mess with that.
No.
Okay.
I'm from Pittsburgh. What are you talking about? It's only Heinz.
Well,
I've
just
seen
in
that shit.
general.
I don't even like
I'm with you though. I'd eat the butter.
I don't know. I never tried doing it
I'm with you,
either.
I guess if it's mustard, if it's Heinz mustard, you're gonna like just drink it.
Is the butter melted?
It's not cold, which would probably be
So it's
better
like
cold.
in the butter dish, just warm.
Yes, in the butter dish.
Ugh.
That'd be tough. I never tried to do either of those.
Well, did you hear about that coffee they make now where they put butter in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You do that?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think it sounds good too. I love butter.
Yeah, but that's not straight butter.
I don't know. That's a weird
Imagine
question.
biting into
This is
butter,
the
a
funniest.
stick
Like,
of butter.
this is the question that of all of them is making me actually think about.
This is the last one ever. I mean, think of it. You'd bite in that stick of
Or
butter.
how much?
You'd
How much?
a stick,
How much mustard?
a ladle. You know, a
Big
soup
ladle, little ladle.
Let's go medium ladle. Think about that butter. You'd bite into it. You see your teeth imprints on it. You know, like when you put too much cream cheese on a bagel and you see your teeth.
I'd probably do
imprints?
mustard. I'm doing mustard.
You're doing mustard. Well, that's
It's
what
gonna
we're
be
doing
hard.
next
It's
week.
not like you're sipping. We're doing that next week.
No.
We're doing that tonight.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, if it was ketchup, I'd definitely do the butter. I'd have to think about the mustard to the.
Dude, I used to freak if I had like ketchup would get on me. I'd
Really?
like
I
be
don't
grossed
like
out.
that. I
Like it got to the
definitely
point where like I could finally eat it if it was like on a burger, but if it was on my hands, I'd freak out.
Yeah. Okay.
And what's funny is Clayton's the same way with mustard, and we used to make fun of him for it. But then I realized like I'm the same way, but with ketchup.
Yeah.
It's
Shouldn't judge.
I don't know if I got
Judge.
beat with a ketchup bottle or I don't know what the hell happened.
You got mustard or ketchup issues.
Okay, this is my final question. Back in about 99, you know where I'm going with this?
Not yet.
We recorded a podcast.
I know.
Do you agree that we were the originators of the modern day podcast?
I'm gonna have to say most definitely.
yeah.
It was on tape.
Yeah.
It was on tape.
Yeah. Before CDs? Nah, the CDs were probably out.
Yeah. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
99. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were being hipsters.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. Yeah, Amber's. At
Yeah.
Amber's house, we recorded that. I'll never forget Craig saying, "We're back to talk to you."
Yeah.
That's one of the clips I remember. Gank was included.
Gang,
Mark was there for one.
Marky Sully. You did a little bit of rapping.
I was rapping.
You were a
I
rapper
remember-
back then?
Oh yeah, I did it all.
Yeah.
That's why I deserve my own podcast.
I
I
agree.
remember watching. She had like one of the in the old school stereos where if it got loud, like they would show you the bars,
Uh-huh.
and the bars would move, and I was trying to get it upside with my voice. Yeah, that was the first podcast.
Do you know what else is on there? I remember doing a little bit of singing, and
Lots of singing.
it was like to Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls or something like that.
I don't know. That tape needed to be destroyed, I think.
yeah.
If it's still
Yeah, there's a
around,
lot of
it's still
evidence
around.
on there.
Oh yeah, tons. But I do remember that, and that was probably the first podcast. Maybe we'll put that on our archived episodes if it ever comes back.
Oh, I doubt it.
No,
Who has a
smash
tape?
it.
Do you have anything you can play tapes on?
I could probably. No, I don't own one. No, that's weird, huh?
No.
I don't own one.
I wonder if that's gonna get hot again like records.
I wondered that, but I don't think so.
You're a hipster. Bring it back.
Yeah, the tape.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. But we went a little long. I feel like I don't know. You guys tell us. Give us some feedback. We're gonna find out how to do all this and where to post it and give us some suggestions. And a lot of you who are listening, you're gonna be interviewed. So, so you better get your answers ready. Get your shit together because we're coming for you.
Yeah, I think if
No one's safe. No one's safe.
if you want to come on, you want to be part of this, just have some fun, drink some beer, and if you got something you can teach us about, a topic or something you're passionate
That's
about,
what we're looking for.
come on. We'll shoot the shit,
We wanna
have some
learn
fun, crack some jokes. I think that's what we're good at. So,
Yeah, we just want to learn
and
something.
we're new at this. This is the very first time we're trying this. So bear with us.
Yeah, we just hope we did enough to get you to come back next week.
All right. Love you too.